really good win for him, and certainly doesn't want it to stop here.
Point.
You'll see those short, choppy steps of his as he gets to a lot of balls. He's got some of that kind of OG singles pickleball game where it's those passing shots that are sharp angled, rising and falling.
Little cat and mouse. And won that time by Garnett. Ryan Sherry once defeated Tyson McGuffin. He's had some big wins on the Carvana PPA Tour. And that's just wide. And I will say, Ryan, I was there in North Carolina, that one event that Ryan Sherry did win gold in singles at the North Carolina Open back in 2022.
3-0.
One of the greatest interviews ever.
I can imagine.
With Hannah Johns.
Oh, and Connor Garnett with the Tui Nation ATP there out to his left side. I mean, it's just crazy how he can get to these shots and still get under them. Hits them with pace, aims to that back corner. It's, especially in singles, it's almost impossible to defend that.
Four zero. Side out.
So side out here to Ryan Sherry. And there you see Tyler Loom.
And Alex Trong. And they've kind of created their own little crew. They're very supportive on the bench, similar to that Charlotte crew of Eric Roddy, Colin Schick, Jack Sock, Brooke Buckner. They travel in a pack. These days are long and competitive, and it's always great to have some kind of extra eyes and smiles on your bench.
One four.
Cher Bear on the board here in Virginia Beach. And how about one more? He can rattle off points when he gets on a roll. Ryan Sherry.
Yeah, and I think against Connor, he knows Connor's got the moving advantage. He's going to have to go for some sharper winners out the gate and take advantage of the unforced loose arrows like that.
Former tennis star at the University of Florida and started Legacy Sports, the organization that helps former athletes file for disability claims. Very, very meaningful.
Side out.
And I'm willing to bet a decent amount of money. He cut his practice rep short a little bit to cheer on Jeannie, a friend and training partner of Ryan Sherry, who we just saw losing a very close one to Salome Davidze. But you can see them as hitting partners out here almost every tournament.
Point.
Ryan Sherry kind of has that like Jaume energy where, you know, he's not afraid to engage with his opponents. He likes to talk to them, likes to make it conversational, get in their heads a little bit, but also have fun. I think relax him as he plays.
Point.
A little heavy-handed, that sportsmanship back in his college days from the West Coast Conference. And that character showing through here on the Carvana PPA Tour. In a battle with Ryan Sherry, and right now getting the better of these exchanges.
Yeah, he's making a move quite well, and Sherry's getting to a lot of them, but just not able to put anything on it, and Connor's there as he moves in on almost every shot.
Point.
We've seen today a grinder in the 3-game between Zoe and Catherine, and we also saw
9-3.
some very short matches yesterday, double pickle from Kwong. And you know, that's how singles goes. When the strokes are firing, it can be real short, real fast.
And they're firing right now off the paddle of CG. It is game point.
10-3.
Sherry baited him and guessed right. Shifted to his left and was there, but not able to crunch that one. So Connor takes this one in a breezy fashion, Drew.
He just covers so much court.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun little cat and mouse, reminiscent of 2021 men's singles.
11-3, game 1 to Connor Garnett. We'll be back. On the Carvana PPA Tour, Drew Felios, Ryan Dewidzian, Ryan Sherry in the near court trying to make a run here because that first game was dominated by Connor Garnett.
Yeah, Connor coming to the net, kind of punishing Ryan on a bad passing shot. But speaking of good passing shots, that inside-in forehand was ripped down the line.
Point.
Ryan Sherry with the yeah baby takes that two-hander cross court at a really sharp angle. See those little short stubby steps getting in there.
2-0. Point.
Just have to love the way he plays the game. Mentioned that match back in North Carolina a couple years ago. Julian Arnold was on the other side. Can you imagine
Fireworks there.
the fireworks that we saw?
Point.
He's kind of like this OG right-handed Rafa.
Black Diamonds, Miss Utah herself.
There you go.
And Sherry continues the run with 5 straight.
Five zero. Side out.
Side out finally. I think a really good test here for Garnett. Down 5.
0-5. Point.
Shot.
One five.
Yeah.
Nice closing forehand there from Sherry. Had the window but seized on it. Really good step up. So easy to kind of overcook that one. Just needed to bring it to the right place, and he did it there.
ATP action. Oh, he had it set up, and he got there. He wanted it so badly.
Sherry taking it knee by a media photographer there on the sideline. Narrowly missed it, just pulled it back into the court too much.
So there was talk here on the Carvana PPA Tour. Ryan Sherry saying, I want a chance to play Anna Leigh Waters. Generated lots of chatter on the message boards. Curious, Ryan, your thoughts? As he's wide that time.
I'm team Anna Leigh in that one. I think she's just as good of a mover, can go baseline to baseline, and you know, quite well for them.
2-5.
Yeah, well said. Well, the shots have been on point here in game 2 for Sherry.
Yeah, the forehand inside in working for Sherry there, and got a slice return for all those nerds out there. That kind of allows him to just continue that spin. So he wants the top spin, and Connor had already kind of preloaded that with the underspin. So really nice dipping drive.
Ryan Sherry again.
Point.
Received a text from one of his longtime friends, J. Webb Horton. Anytime Ryan Sherry takes the court, going to be lots of onlookers trying to see how he does. Safe to say, kind of like the John Daly of pickleball.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's an apt comparison. and will certainly be around the game through personality and relationships, even when he's not competing.
Yep.
Side out.
That two-handed backhand so natural off the paddle of Garnett. His father taught him how to bat left-handed as a baseball player, as a child. That's where it comes from.
2-7.
And I think that ball was out anyways, but really good hustle there from Sherry to get that. We'll technically go with it as an ATP. Let's put it in the stat column for him.
Works.
7-2.
Don't talk about my game like that, Drew.
Let's do it, gentlemen.
Best point of the match right there between Connor and Ryan. Incredible range. They were both up and then back, moving side to side. That drop volley, guessed right on the punch forehand. Thing about Rafa and a Julian and a Sherry that I really appreciate is that, you know, they do clap and acknowledge, you know, great points and winners that go against them. You know, they'll certainly fire themselves up, but they're engaged in that two-way street of energy with their opponent.
Point.
So Garnett started out this game trailing 5-0.
3-7.
Inching closer, now within 4. And Sherry just has him a little bit off balance right now.
Yeah, Connor has not looked that comfortable. Game 1 was a bit of a breeze, but Game 2 has been a lot different of a story. He's been a lot more timid on some of his ground strokes. I think he's overthinking a little bit towards Sherry, trying to hit perfect spots as opposed to just ripping the two-hander. Sherry's not been afraid to bring it to his left side.
Missed it.
And it's long.
Point.
You know, this is a small problem and a good problem to have, but, you know, kind of energy and physical kind of bandwidth management. Like, Connor wants to get out here in 2. He's got a long day ahead with mixed and men's and 3 more days of competition. Hopefully, it's like, you don't want to get this to a Game 3 grinder.
Well done right there. And you also look at Sherry right now. Brian, this is the point of a match. You've been playing against an athletic Connor Garnett. You start to feel it just a little bit. Sense some heavy breathing on this near side as well.
3-8.
Rightfully so. Oh.
Point.
Yeah, Sherry a little too cute there. But also just too cute on the drop volleys have been in today on singles on championship court. We saw Catherine Brento absolutely kind of nailing them, really nifty, well placed. We saw Gabe struggle with that against Fed.
Side out.
Big side out there for Ryan. Again, Sherry getting her through a good 3-game win over Naveen Beasley earlier yesterday. Naveen's now climbed up in his first year on tour to be the 15th seed, so no small feat to be playing Connor now.
Point.
Sense the crowd here getting behind Ryan Sherry as he continues to stretch Connor Garnett here. Taking as much time as possible between points. Hunter Johnson waiting in the wings to get the winner of this
9-4.
match. And how about Hunter getting the win over Dylan Frazier today?
Good serve, baby. Good serve.
Point.
Go.
Yeah, Hunter Johnson, the 10th seed, signed on to the tour with his brother earlier this year, and that kind of ranking and seeding is now appropriately reflecting his talent and skills. He's certainly a top 10 singles guy, but game point here for Ryan Sherry in game 2.
10-4.
Oh,
Side out.
so the run ends there. Connor Garnett going to try and gather himself here.
Four 10.
And
Point.
right now, if I were Ryan Sherry, I would call timeout.
Cheering on a fellow Ryan
Time
and
in.
the underdog here.
5-10.
Didn't expect to see what we're seeing right now in game 2.
Point.
I mean, that's a winner against, you know, so many players. That inside in forehand from Sherry. He's really known for that cross court dipping attack, but Connor so
6-10.
bouncy and getting out to that.
Another winner, the Tui from Connor Garnett. So if you're Sherry here, each side out.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to try to return middle or to forehand.
7-10.
The two-handed backhand of Connor from the baseline is just kind of freezing him cross court.
Just left it a little short.
I think Connor was looking for the ATP there, but it didn't kind of push out farther enough from the corner, so he had to curl it back last second. Just puts that one into the net.
Second game point
10-7.
here for Sherbear.
I knew it was one.
Right foot side out.
That's right, both.
A little too ambitious. So first foot fault we've seen in this match. Sometimes when you're tired and lose track of where those toes
7-10.
are. That one's too long.
Eight 10.
Oh, that was a beauty. And there it is for Ryan Sherry. He takes game 2, 11-8. And hang on, we have got a match.
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click leagues today to get started.
A quarterfinal matchup for her, but I think she
New
can do
ball.
it.
Game 3 time in. 0-0.
So game 3 begins. Connor Garnett to serve Ryan Sherry in the forecourt.
Point.
And if you're just joining us and wondering how did this happen, Ryan Sherry, he's gritty gutty. He'll throw the kitchen sink at you, and in that game 2 it worked. And right now, a chance at what would be a monumental upset.
Point.
Yeah, Sherry found his forehand in game 2, really used that well, inside out, inside in. His two-handed backhand from the baseline's been pretty good. But ultimately, I thought it was just Connor being a little timid. His two-handed backhand from the baseline was
2-0.
working well. He had 4 clean winners off of it. I think he's got to go for it a little bit more. See, that's a timid two-handed backhand that Ryan's running around and able to smack.
Connor Garnett ranked number 3 right now in men's singles, behind Fed, behind Ben as well. And in that points race to the PPA finals.
0-2.
What a shot. That quick flick of the wrist from the baseline.
1-2. Point. Two. Tied out.
Nice, more authoritative there with the volley from Connor.
Two. Point.
And that little heavy-handed from Sherry. Garnett outstanding in Kansas City. Had a great battle there with Tyson McGuffin in the final to take gold.
3-2. Point. Four, 2.
Oh, just too much on it.
And I don't know if the one Ryan just hit was going out, but hard to be pessimistic about Connor's shot making there, but he hit a high ball and tried to do too much with it.
Five, 2.
How about the backhands from Sherbear on that exchange?
Ryan Sherry saying, let me in on that Tui Nation, going toe-to-toe with them right now.
And Sherry knows this is a huge side out. Cannot afford to let opportunities get away in this game 3.
Point.
The men's side of the draw has been a little bit more chaotic than the women's, Drew. We had the injury pullouts from Tyson and from Christian. We've had some upsets. We have right now Max Green, the 42nd seed, coming out of qualifiers, taking down Zane Navratil in 2.
3-5. Tied out.
Just a good battle there. Both men opting to stay back on the baseline and start ripping.
So excited you're with us here at the Stratusphere Gin Virginia Beach Cup. Connor Garnett trying to pull away from Ryan Sherry in game 3. Oh.
Point. Timeout, AJ.
Connor pumped about that one as he goes to the bench with his towel, a little fist bump there. He knows he needed that one.
And now we're going to have the side switch. Keep in mind, whoever's been on this near side has been the most successful today. Yes.
You know, the qualifiers coming in are hungry. They played college tennis, maybe juniors pro. There's no easy round in men's singles anymore, and it's a grind full of athletic and sharp players.
You just said it, with the field getting better and better, you would think that, okay, Sherry's had enough, but he just keeps coming back for more.
Three, 6.
No.
Tied out. Six, 3.
Sorry, man.
Point.
And a miss there on the return from Sherry. So now a 4-point edge to Connor Garnett.
7, 3.
Good shot, man.
What a shot.
Yeah, nifty ball making here from Connor. The pressure's on Cherry every moment that he has a chance to. He's going for a little bit more than I think a normal kind of opponent would, because he wants to close it out a little bit faster. Connor can just
8-3.
extend it with less risky shots, especially in and around the net.
And right now, Connor Garnett just too good, pulling away. Here to make it a 9-3 game today. Big win over Zane Navratil, and here's the body of work for his Virginia Beach roller coaster thus far.
I mean, that's got to be the tournament of his career right now. I know he comes out of qualies. He's not a signed player. He's more of a single specialist right now, but shout out to the New York City-based pros. I know they rally hard for him, but taking down JW and Zane in any 1 week is no small feat, and hats off to him.
Oh, a little bit of luck to Sherry. Net just could not locate it off the tape. Just get the sense too, Ryan, this is last call for the Share Bear.
3-9.
Aye. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game two kind of Connor shot that we'd seen a lot, just that timid slice that gives Ryan time to run around and rip that forehand as a clean winner.
4-9.
Aye. Oh, aye. Good shot.
Tied out.
Here you go. Right here.
9-4.
Oh,
Point.
once again, an awesome point, but Garnett just a little bit too fleet of foot, and now it's match point.